Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how I do my curly middle parting wig. I will be using a black netted cap, which I will show you. As you can see, that's the cap. I've placed it onto my dummy's head and I've secured it tightly on the head with 4 pins. I will be using a water wave here, 14, 16 and 18. I will start with the 14 inches. I will start laying my first 2 tracks, as you can see at the back of the nape. I'll start from the right corner of the nape. So there you have it. That's my 2 tracks. So I'll move on to my closure, where I'll lay on the top of the head and start sewing. Then I'll start to lay my 4x4 closure onto the head using 4 wig pins to secure. Making sure closure is placed in between the crown area of the net with even spacing on both sides. I will now start sewing my closure. There is my closure all done, firmly placed on the head. I will now move on to the middle section, where I will start sewing my tracks from one end to the other to finish my wig. I will continue sewing until I get to the crown area of the head, using 1/2 inch spacing in between each track. For the side, I would suggest that you make it at least 1/4 inch spacing or a bit less, depending on how full you want the hair to be. But pay close attention to the hairline, where it needs to be hidden properly so it looks realistic. So tracks at the front ain't showing, it's overlapping properly. So pay close attention to overlapping the tracks properly. As you might have noticed, I am using a practicing head, a mannequin. It's still a mannequin, but it's just the one used for hairdressing when you're practicing at college. I prefer to use this one as it gives me a more realistic look as to what the wig would look like on a real person. So if you guys want to use this one or the other ones that are using now, feel free. That's not a problem, but that's my preference. But make sure as well, guys, that you pull the wig over the ear so it's not too small for the head, because if it's not pulled over, then you might find it a bit difficult to get it onto a real person's head. Yeah, so make sure your wig cap is pulled firmly down on the forehead as well, as this creates a deeper space to fit the roundness of the head. Concentrate on the hairline, making sure the weft is covering the net and it is sewn flat at the edges. These are just some pointers to take into consideration when you are sewing a wig. I will now move on to the other section of the head, the top section of the head, where I will explain to you what I am doing. Guys, from this area, I will start placing my weft 1/4 inch in between my rows, just to give it a bit more volume on top. And on the sides as well, as you need a bit of volume on the side, just to even it out. When the wig is completed, I will go in and take from the mesh from under the section where I've placed the closure. So I'll remove that net from there. So once you look through the net, you'll see the scalp rather than the black lace. So I'll show you when I do that bit. At the top of the head, so what I'll do, I'll finish this section and come back to you when it's all done and I'm doing my finishing touches. Now guys, there you have the finished product. Where it hasn't been styled yet, I'll come back and I'll style it, put a bit of products, do a bit of trimming and pick the closure for you to see that where the parting is gonna be laid. So there you have it guys. I'll be back soon. Now guys, here you have the finished product, the finished look. I've used Care moisturizing oil conditioner and I've dampened it with a bit of water just to get that wet look. I've done a bit of trimming, not too much, but just to get the straggly ends off. I've done a bit of trimming. There, I lift it now to show you my inside where I've removed that black lace and you're just seeing the closure now. So it's quite flowy, as you can see. It looks quite natural because I haven't put too much hair in it. You can add more hair if you want to. You can make it as full as you want, but on this occasion I'm doing a natural middle parting water wave wig. So that's my end result, guys. Tell me what you think of my work and like, share and subscribe.